Okay, so I know that some of you are disappointed that I don't have your quizzes to give you, but we had a lot of absences on Friday. Still do, apparently. And so I'm not going to have your quizzes graded, probably not even for tomorrow, because we still have so many people who need to take it. Okay. Now, you went through a portion of that Desmos activity so that you could tell me what these numbers, how these numbers affect our equation when we are in vertex form. So we're on page 263. Okay. And we are graphing in what we call vertex form. Okay. So our parent function, we have a vertex at 0, 0. Okay. Well, if we have this vertex form, raise your hand if you can tell me how A affects the graph. It makes it like wider or skinnier. Wider or skinnier. Okay. And if it's negative, is upside down. Okay. Cool. We already knew that, right? Old news. Old news. No, I don't want that color. All right. Now, H. Yeah. Nope. Side to side. Okay. So this is going to go right versus left. Okay. Avery, do you remember what K does?
Yeah, it controls for the vertex.
Up, down, left, right. Which way?
Up or down.
Okay, good. So on that like third slide, I think it was, you had those toggles where you could move H and K. All right. If H was a positive number, like X minus 2, X minus 5, our vertex gets pushed to the right. But if we have like X plus 2 or X plus 1500, our vertex gets pushed to the left. Okay. And then whatever number we have out here, we're taking our vertex and it's going up and down. And just like normal, this A is going to affect which direction our parabola opens and if it's skinnier or wider. Okay. So why they call this vertex form is because we can look at HK and it tells us what our vertex is. Whoa. I know.
Oh,
all right.
God. That's very interesting.
I know. Can you please write down this equation with me? F of X is X minus 2, the quantity squared, plus 3. X minus 2. What direction is that getting moved? It's inside the squares. It's to the right too. Okay, so here's what you need to wrap your head around. It is X minus H. X minus H. So if it's minus inside the square, we're going to the right. Okay. Now the up and down is normal. So call in this plus 3 right here. What direction are we going? Up. This is up 3. So our vertex is at 2, 3. Yeah, apparently my, okay. Next one, please write down F of X equals X plus 1, the quantity squared, minus 4. Okay. When we're inside the square, that's telling us left or right. Since it's x plus 1, this is getting moved left. To the left, to the left.
Oh my God, I was just thinking about Take it back now, y'all.
That's not where I was going with that. But Preston, what does that minus 4 tell us? So our vertex is at -1, -4. Okay. What? -1, -4. Are we okay today?
Yeah, my focus just is kind of weird because I'm about to get out of school and I just want to leave.
Okay, go to the next page, and I think that means you have to turn the page, right?
Sure.
Can you please identify the vertex for 7 and 8? Please identify the vertex for 7 and 8. Ignore the half.
Hey, you copied. No, you did. I saw you.
Wait.
Stop touching my phone.
Why are you looking at me?
Are you going to identify the vertex for 7 and 8?
I can't accept it right now. I can't accept it right now.
Okay. Amy, can you tell me where the vertex is for number 7? Amy says that the vertex is at 1, 4. Holden, why did she say 1 instead of -1? And why does that have to, what does that have to do with anything? Okay. So when we are inside the parentheses, remember this is x minus h. So since it's x minus 1, h is just 1. We are moving to the right one. So please make sure your vertex is at x equals 1. Okay. Now our axis of symmetry would be x equals 1. Remember, it's that vertical line that goes to the vertex. Okay. Reagan, what vertex do you have for number 8? Good. And our axis of symmetry would be x equals -1. You know what I think would just be helpful? If we're in vertex form, whatever is inside the square, your vertex is going to be opposite. So since this was x plus 1, your vertex is at -1. Okay. All right, now let's go back to number 7. Sophia kind of freaked out about this -1/2. Let's just talk about how it affects our graph. What does the negative do? It flips it upside down. What about the 1/2? It makes it wider. Okay. So if I were to describe number 8, I would say compared to the parent graph, this is upside down and shifted left 1 and down 5. Where did I get the upside down? Because there's a negative right there. Okay. All right. So here we go. We are going to graph number 10. We're going to graph number 10. So the first thing I want you to write down, let's make an XY table. And I'm gonna write a V right here for vertex. Can you fill in where our vertex is, please? Oh, our vertex is at 6, 4. Let's hold on just real quick. Okay, our vertex is at 6, 4. This x minus 6 means we're going right 6, and this plus 4 means we're going up 4. What is that negative? Ooh, dang it. What is that negative 1/4 going to do? It's going to make it wider and upside down. Okay. So we need to plug in 2 points to the right and 2 points to the left. I don't know about you, but I don't really want to plug in 5 and 7. Why?
They're odd numbers.
I have that 1/4 out in front. Right, Andrew? I don't really want to take 1 times 1/4. So I'm going to plug in 8 and I'm going to plug in 4. Okay, so can you help me out? What is 8 minus 6? Okay, and 2 squared? What's negative 1/4 times 4? Okay, plus 4 would give me 3. Okay. Whoops, that was, well, guess what? 4 gets you the same thing. Okay. And then because I know I'm multiplying by 1/4, I'm going to go, I'm not going to plug in 3, but I'm going to plug in 2 and I'm going to plug in 10. Because when I plug in 10, 10 minus 6 is, so I get 4 squared times negative 1/4 plus 4.
Exactly.
I don't think Avery's excited.
I don't think so either.
Why would you not be excited?
She's like counting down the minutes until she gets to leave.
What? No, because you guys.
Oh.
You need more time to get ready. You guys have to.
Okay, I am going to cross this out right here. Okay, we're gonna graph number 11 also.
What?
You're doing it right now.
Seriously? Lame.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yo, math teacher. You got something wrong with
Hey.
Hey, it's nothing against.
I feel like that was a
It's-
complete
it's
diss on
nothing.
me.
Oh, I could have made it way worse if I wanted to go against you.
Okay, Gavin, where's our vertex?
Like,
Good. Our vertex is at -1, -1. Colin, what direction is this gonna open? Up or down? It's up. And because of this 3, Kane, is this gonna be skinnier or wider or the same? It's gonna be skinnier. Okay, so I'm gonna plug in 0 and 1 on the right side. I'm gonna plug in -2, -3 on the left side. Okay, so when I plug in 0, I'm saying 3 times 0 plus 1 squared minus 1. We're just plugging in for x. So help me out. 0 plus 1 is So I have 3 times 1 squared minus 1. What is that?
3.
2?
2.
It's 2. Okay, and watch this. If I change it to -2, -2 plus 1 is -1. So now I have 3 times -1 squared minus 1.
Fire.
Also 2. Also 2.
It is your bad, you know.
Okay, let's plug in -3. What's -3 plus 1? So if I have -2 squared times -3 minus 1.
-11. Oh yeah. I'm stupid.
Oh, this isn't negative. 12 minus 1.
I was right. Oh, you know what I meant.
Did we?
Yeah.
Did we know? Okay, so just like from your quiz on Friday, I want 5 points. But what's nice is we can use the facts that, oh, I'm moving left 1, down 1, boom, there's my vertex. We don't have to think very hard about where our vertex is. Okay. Oh, you know what? Your bookwork is already on. Well, that's fine. Yeah. So here we go.